information. Both programs are expected to offer this course. So it's that is why we have to select it. We have some courses that Infotech we do and computer science are not partaking in it. But this one is a combined course. So this is it. Before we start, I want us to glance through the mode of question. We did this yesterday in CIT303 too, for you to just have an idea of how the questions will look like. You can see this one says answer any 4 questions. So this one is not making it compulsory that you should answer question 1. Any 4 of them you like, and you have 6 questions. So you can choose 4 out of the 6 that you have understanding of. That is very sweet. Please, if they ask you to answer any 4 questions, don't answer everything because you know everything. Nor should you answer 5. Follow the instruction very well. That is the first thing they will check. Okay, so
It was 3 hours.
no, normally POP. Any POP that is 3 unit course is 3 hours. So
Like this,
like this.
you sit down for 3 hours, write it.
Customize compulsory 14 months.
Except you
Yeah,
don't.
you said plenty.
No, this
Prime
one,
of work.
this one does not say that question 1 is compulsory. It says any 4 at all. So if you like, do question 1 or leave it. That is your own. Look at all these acronyms. The reason why I'm allowing us to scan the material, sorry, the past question first, is so that you know the kind of things to put your mind in when we are studying. You can see that they ask for acronyms here. You should talk about them, what they all meant. And now, the word architecture, that is what we want to do today, but not the normal architecture, you know. This one is computer architecture, not your building architecture. I don't know if you've noticed something, that most of the materials, they are less than 200 pages. It's not like 100 level, 200 level that, in fact, you will meet some courses from 300 level above now, that the material will be just 60 pages, 50 pages, and so on and so forth. Now, welcome to computer architecture. Before we start anything, I want 2 people to give us the meaning of this course title. Someone should define computer as a computer student, not a general definition now. Define computer as a computer or as an information technology student. And then another person should define architecture in your own understanding. Yes, the floor is open. The floor is open. Let's not be calling names every day.
Okay, sir. Computer.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, a computer is a device which is used for processing, storing, retrieving, and processing data information.
Thank you, ma. That is very good. It will be very obvious for anybody here not to know the definition of a computer. In fact, we need to stone you out of this class. If there is anybody here who doesn't know what a computer is in 300 level, that is very funny. So, architecture, someone should help us with the meaning of architecture. Anybody? So I will need to call
Okay,
name.
good
Okay,
evening, sir.
architecture.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
In my own understanding, I feel architecture, for a layman understanding, is being able to make a plan, of a certain structure, and also designing it to bring to give you a desired result.
Thank you, Ma. That is not far from it. That's very good. So in other words, we can say that computer architecture is computer structure or computer designs. I hope we'll be safe to say that. In this course, we have a lot of things to learn, rationed into modules and units. We have 5 modules or 6 of them. But let's start from module 1 today and see what this course is all about so that we can set our mind on what to grab. The module 1 is on organization and architecture. 2 things there. You guys should pardon me. The reason why I kept saying we should define any big concept we meet in the material that we've been studying is because that is what you will do more in your exams. So when you are already practicing definition now, it becomes easier for you when you see some words. In fact, I mentioned something yesterday about word attack. If you are asked to define something and probably you are not that sound in the meaning of that thing, you can use word attack. Like if the thing you are asked is a combination of 2 words, you can try to digest the meaning of individual words that make up the compound word that you're asked to define. So that is the thing. Now, organization and architecture. And in unit 1, we have computer organization and architecture, which is the one we'll do tonight. Unit 2 is instruction sets, characteristics and functions, and then types of operands. Operand is not something we don't know before. We've done it in some of those courses that we did logic in logic gate and the rest of them. Okay. Introduction. Someone should read it as if you mean it to. You read it and explain. You know the method you are using. Read and explain what you understand from the introduction. Let's see where. Hold on, sorry. Okay. Who is that? Is that person reading or saying something else? IKG, read the introduction for us. Is IKG here?
Okay, inside here, I'm here. Good evening now.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay. In spite of the variety and pace of change in the computer field, certain fundamental concepts apply consistently throughout. To be sure, the application of these concepts depends on the current state of technology and the size or performance objectives of the designer. Many computer manufacturers offer a family of computer models, all with the same architecture but with differences in organizations. In a class of computers called microcomputers, the relationship between the architecture and organizations is very close. Changes in technology not only influence organization but also results in the introduction of more powerful and more complex architecture. However, because a computer organization must be, you have to must be designed or must be designed to implement a particular architectural specification. A thorough treatment of organization requires a detailed examination of architecture as well.
Thank you. So, what can you say from the introduction? Please, leave your background noise or what? Well, there is a noise going on there. Can you help us to explain the introduction. That is giving us a picture of what we are to do in this unit. But we want you to explain it. If you are still there. Is there anybody that understands what is written in this introduction? It's like IKG is not there anymore. Assuming you are asked to explain this introduction now, what will you say? Are we still there? Costly. What can you say about the introduction?
Okay, sir. All right, sir. In spite of the variety and the pace of
Don't read it again, no.
change in the computer field.
Don't read it again. Just
okay, I should just
what you understand from it. Or just derive the main point and pin it.
Okay, it's the ability of be able to design and kind of like manufacture something out of from the computer and like a total organization.
Okay. Do you know what I want you guys to understand here? The reason why I'm dwelling on it that you guys should explain is that this introduction is a picture into what the whole unit is all about. And they're trying to tell you here that there is a possibility of having HP laptop. For instance, let me use HP for instance. The product is HP, but maybe different sizes, screen resolution, and the rest of them. We have different, okay, let's even say the same HP sizes, whether, let's say, what is the size range of computer screen? Or, for instance, if you place 3 HP laptops on a table and they're of the same sizes, do you know that there is possibility that they have different models? Like one may be maybe Core i3, another may be Core i5, another may be even maybe i2 or so. But when you look at all of them on the table, they are all laptops and they're even the same size. It will be very hard for you to say that there is a difference between these 3 laptops. That is what they're trying to say. That even though many computer manufacturers offer a family of computer models, all with the same architecture, that means they may look the same. The architecture, the structure, when you look at the system, whether laptop or desktop or even mobile phone or anything, it may be the same. It's just like someone holding a Samsung, what are those products of Samsung? This A series now. Maybe someone holding maybe A06 and A07. You might likely not know the difference in the architecture. Let's say the two of them have 2 cameras, for instance. It's very hard for you to differentiate between the 06 and 07 until you check the model or probably the operation inside. So they may have the same architecture but different organization inside. So in a class of computers called microcomputers, the relationship between the architecture and organization is very close. So in microcomputers, the relationship between the architecture and the organization is very close. What they're trying to say here is that we have 2 things. We have architecture, we have organization. They all take place in the manufacturing of a computer. We'll go deeper into them as we read the main content. So, objective of this unit At the end of this unit, they only want you to know two things. One, you should be able to explain the operational units of a computer system. Okay, I think there are three of them. Two, you should be able to outline types of operands and operations specific by machine instruction. And the last one, you should be able to explain opcodes, operands, and addressing modes. Those are the things we'll bear in mind. So when you are done reading the unit, we should be able to come back and answer these questions without, cracking much on our brain. So the main content, I'll leave this first paragraph to someone. You read and you explain. You are going to read. When you are explaining, use example, use analogy, use anything you can use to explain to make us understand. Everybody is a teacher here. This is what will help you to retain it. When you also teach it, you may not remember everything we do, but the one that you taught in the class, you will remember. Yes, so who has not spoken yet? Mr. Paul, is it Ekenen or what's the other name there? Will you take this paragraph for us?
Okay, you can hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, now, so this paragraph, it's saying, although
Unfortunately, your network is not sound there.
a precise definition, a consensus is good about the general idea. Hello, can you hear me now?
It's better now.
Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hello?
Your network is bad, so
Okay,
we'll
now,
leave you for a
although it's
later
a
time.
difficult,
Let someone take this for now. Once your network is back later, we'll give you another place. Awal Ibrahim, will you help us with this paragraph if your network is sound? Is Awal Ibrahim here? When you are joining this class, be ready to talk. Nobody is spectating here. You must say something. So even if you not remember every other thing, you surely remember the one you explained yourself. Okay, Olufemi, are you there? I don't know if it's Madam or Mr. Olufemi. If you are there, you can take this paragraph.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, very clearly.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Proceed. I hope this network will allow our people tonight to.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Paul. You can try it now. Your network will not allow you. Why is network doing like this tonight? Awal Ibrahim is not responding. Hey.
Okay, please can I go ahead?
All right, proceed.
Please, I just joined though. Please, where are we?
This is what you want to read. What is on the screen? This paragraph, although it is difficult.
Okay.
You read it and explain.
Okay. Okay, computer organization and architecture. Although it is difficult to give precise definition, a consensus exists about general area covered by it. Computer organization refers to the operational units and their interconnection that realize the architectural specification. Examples of architectural attributes include the instruction set, the number of bits used to represent various data types, e.g. numbers and characters, I/O mechanism, and techniques for addressing memory.
What is the full meaning of I/O? Hold on, sir. General question to the class.
Okay, so.
All right, thank you. Because those are simple things you should not Forget. All right, sir. Continue. Sorry.
Organizational attributes include those hardware details transparent to the programmer, such as control signals, interface between the computer peripherals, and memory technology used. Let me just summarize this way.
Okay,
It's
sir.
more or less, I want to use the term, before you build a house, you have to draw out a structure, how you want the house to be. Okay, this is where you want the bedroom to be, this is where you want the sitting room to be, this is how you want the toilet to be. It's more or less like how the system was structured, the way this system was designed. Okay, this part, this is the hardware. Okay, this part is meant for the software. This is where the motherboard should be. There is structure laid down for a computer to be built. So that's the summary.
Thank you, sir.
Of what I could get there.
Thank you, sir. So everybody should unmute. We are going to take this together. Everybody in the class, unmute yourself. Let's echo this together. 3 times. We'll read it together 3 times. 1, 2, go. Computer organization refers to the operational units and their interconnection that realize the architectural specification. One more time.
Computer
Organization refers to the operational units
and their interconnection.
and
They realize the
and
architectural
realize the
specification.
architectural specification.
Okay, so what is computer organization? Without looking at the material now. What is computer organization?
So computer organization refers to the operational units and the connection that realize the architectural specifications.
It's only madam. Who is that talking, sir? It's only one person's voice I'm hearing. The rest of us have forgotten. Abdul Malik, what is computer organization? Only Abdul Malik now. Is Abdul Malik with us here? Okay, Mr. Chris, what is computer organization? From the material, not your own understanding now. Is Mr. Chris there? You guys are running away when it comes to answering questions now. Israel Ige, are you there? What is computer architecture? Oh, sorry, organization. In summary of this our definition
Computer
here.
organization refers to the operational
Is it now
units
that I open it that you know that you want to say computer? I beg you. The time we gave you already elapsed. Don't come and cheat here. So the summary, or in other words.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, nobody should answer again. It's okay. Let me just give a simple explanation here and we'll move on so that you use something to remember. What they are trying to say here, why they say that it is computer organization is what they use to realize the architectural specification, is just that it's like our brother was trying to say before, that if I'm trying to build a house and I already in my plan I've decided that this is where the toilet, the wherever and wherever will be. That is the structure that I want to build on it. Then I will need organization. Of course, I must lay down foundation before I will start mentioning some other things. So organization is the arrangement. It's just like an arrangement that this is where this thing should fit in. This is where this thing should fit in so that the structure that we have in mind can be realized. That is the meaning of computer organization. Just from the word organizing, when they ask you that you are going to be the one to organize the event for the convocation, what they're just trying to say is that we already have the convocation in mind, that is what we want to do. So starting from maybe opening prayer to whatever, to the speech of the vice chancellor and everything, you will organize it just like an MC or something. to say that this is at this time, this is what should be happening. The organizer will be the one making sure the media are doing well, this department is doing well. So, and the whole idea is that all those organizations that you are doing, while you are organizing everything together, you want the structure, you want to achieve the structure that is in mind. That is why it is organization that leads to structure. If we have the structure in mind and the resources on ground, if you can't organize them, we will not get the desired architecture that we want. That is why the definition says it is the operational units and their interconnection, how you connect the motherboard to the port, the power source, and everything together to form that computer architecture that you want to form. So that is the simple explanation. You don't need to cram it. It's something you should just know, that the connection, or maybe use the interconnection as they use it there if you want to use it. Just know that each operational unit, each unit in the computer has an operation it is meant to undergo or to carry out. So the interconnection of those units in order to achieve the architecture of the computer is what we call computer organization. It's very simple, no need to cram. So thank you all for contributing in that part. Let's go to structure and function. Now, another person will take this. I've said if you are joining our class, you should know you will talk. You can't hide though. So let me see who will take structure and function for us. Is Mr. Chris in this class? You've not said anything since we started the class. Will you take this place for us? It's very simple, just for you to read and explain. If Mr. Chris is not available, then Udwak, are you there, madam? What is the pronunciation of your name? Is it Itoro or what? How is the phonetics? Or are you there? Our people just joined the class and their attention is not here.
It is Itoro.
Thank you. All right, she's here. Can you take this part for us, please?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. Over to you.
Sorry, sir, I just joined. Am I to
Yes.
read all this?
You don't need to read anything. This is what we want you to explain, which we just got here, so we don't know what is there. You read it first, then you explain. You
Okay.
understand? We did not say you should just explain. Read it first. Read it out to every one of us first.
Okay. Structure and function. A computer is a computer system. Contemporary computers contains millions of elementary electronic components. We have structure, the way in which the components are interrelated. Function, the operation of each individual component as part of the structure. In terms of description, there are two choices, starting at the bottom and building up to a complete description, or beginning with a top view. So am I to explain?
You are not done yet. You stop here. Down. So continue decomposing.
Decomposing the system into its subparts. Evidence from a number of fields suggests that the top-down approach is the clearest and most effective. The approach taken is that the computer be described from the top down.
Thank you.
Okay.
So now, what can you say from what you just read out now? Look at it. You are just telling us about structure and function, the structure of the computer and the function of that structure. So just explain a bit. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay, from what I know, the structure is the way in which the components, that's the components that makes up the computer system. the way they are interrelated to each other, the way they interact with each other. That's the structure. Then
Let me ask you a question, general to the whole class. If you see a
it
laptop,
carry out its individual.
hold on, Madam Toro, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a general question to the class. Assuming you see a laptop without a screen, will you first recognize it as a laptop? Like you see something on the table that just look at it, the keyboard part, and there is no screen. They've cut off the screen part.
No,
Will it come to your mind that it is a laptop?
No.
no.
Good. That is why they said the components are interrelated
No, sir.
for that structure to be complete. So I would have just be thinking from afar that it's just a sheet of paper that is on the table or whatever. But because when they open it, there is a screen there and it's standing. Even from afar, a small child can tell you, there is a laptop. The structure is obvious. The components are interrelated. It's when the components are complete that you can really identify a structure, as what it really is. Then the function, the operation of each individual component as part of the structure. So the monitor, which is the screen of your laptop, it has a function. That's what they are saying. The keyboard has its own function. But all of them, they are part of the structure called a laptop. This is very simple explanation. We are just trying to say that when we are talking about computer organization, we have structure and we have function. So the structure is just the interrelation of the components that makes up the computer, while each of those components serves a particular function. So, and there is this thing written here, a computer is a system. Contemporarily, computers contain millions of elementary electronic components, and they are in form of structure and function. And then the last part says, evidence from a number of fields suggests that, okay, now there was something mentioned there that we should bear in mind. In terms of description, that if we should describe the computer, maybe structure or organization now, there are two choices that you can select from. We have the ones that start from bottom to top. You build from the beginning, just like from foundation to the roof. And then we have the one that start from the top view downward and goes down to the bottom. Two description there. Based on choices, you can categorize them into two forms. The choice that is from bottom to the top, and the one from top to the bottom. So please, let's bear that in mind. They might ask you a silly question like that, a question like that on the description of the choices you can make in the structure of the computer, whether it's one that was built from top to bottom or bottom to top. Both the structure and functioning of the computer are simple. Now we have a figure here. There should be an image here. Let's check if the image is here and we can still do it. That image is still far. So who is this person? Please, so I don't even know who is making noise now. GB. Sorry. I don't know whether it's you and your girlfriend that are disturbing our class like this. So we are not going too deep into all this today. We'll stop on what we've learned. So let's quickly summarize. And so the next class, we'll start with this structure. We're going to learn about data processing, storage, movement, and control. But that is not for this class. This class will stop basically on the definition of computer architecture and at least you have an idea of what we are talking about now. The architecture. Okay, let me say this. What if you are asked to differentiate between computer organization, that is organization rather, and computer architecture? What will you say? Let's use that question to round up the class, because we've talked about it from the definition of computer organization. We've done two things today: the definition of computer organization, we gave examples of architectural attributes, and then the structure and function of
Okay.
computer
Hello, sir.
system.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. What's the
Hello, sir.
difference?
Hello, sir.
Can I
Architecture
go
has
ahead?
to
Or should
do
I hold
with
on?
Let's take it one. Differentiate between computer organization and computer architecture.
Okay, sir. Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. So now, computer organization here simply means how the system may be organized, being structured to function. Are you with me, sir?
We are with you. You
Okay.
have
So
30 seconds left.
whereby computer architecture shows the relation of how the system, the component move together.
Thank you. That is not bad. Can someone else?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I said architecture has to do with the design,
Okay.
the various design of the computer, the design. While organization has to do with the way each component or each unit of the computer, the way they interact with one another, their interrelationship
Thank you.
has to do
That
with
makes
that
sense.
part of the organization.
That makes sense. So let's give a lady a chance before the time finishes. So I need the lady to also give us their own view of organization and architecture. This is just to help us see if we have truly understood the meaning of computer organization. A lady, is there a lady here? Iyanoluwa, are you there?
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, yes, sir. So the computer architecture simply means designing a plan or designing a set of instructions that are being organized. While, or let me put it this way, computer architecture simply means designing maybe some part of some components part
We
of
don't have
the
time again. So
computer.
I will ask you this question from the in the next class. You will start with this question. You answer it back because we have less than 1 minute to go. So let's stop it here. We don't need to rush it. We have a whole lot of time. We'll digest the material small. We just have 7 or 8 courses, so no need to rush. Thank you for attending tonight. Do have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.